so much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 feet on the ball.
Lance going to put it up right away.
And his first look is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And Lance going to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, blue. Yellow. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, check mega. Blue, go. Blaster, six. White. Set.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Forced out to his left.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Smack, red. Six, mega. Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, 46.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Pollard again.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 31 yards.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Steel, black. Yellow, zoom. Let's go. Go set.
On first down, Lance. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Drill green. Cut.
Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dak going to keep it on the draw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Black Ultra. Set.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. They find some open field here.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Striker, 3-3. Claws red. Red, yellow.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. How about this? Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 83 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That vision certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Check, strike. 26-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, Lance.
Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And Lance now to throw.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding space at the 40.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, kill! 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught once again by Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott now from the 50. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup, finding room at midfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, Prescott is going to change things up here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now an audible here into something else.
On second down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Kill! 27!
Prescott on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Finding Gray on the out route. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game, second and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. 12 yards there as they move the chains. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
Here's second and 10.
blitz on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
50 Fury. Trouble 38. Black shot. Drill green. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the 4th quarter. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 25, 49ers 15.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll roll him out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
49ers 15.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Steal, check steal. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
White, check, smash. Yellow, go. Strike.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. On the option right is Lance. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Smash, red. Set.
Now Lance going to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
6, mega. Ready.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he rifles one incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Well, Prescott here to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Prescott going to change the play. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Black shot. Drill green.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners get a bit closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Black Ultra. Ready.
1 final try now for Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing here, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.